I thought it was time to do another update of my goldfish. These are my two fantail goldfish. Marmalade is the orange one and Toast is the orange and white one. And this is my 55-gallon fish tank. I decided to make it a bare bottom tank. I just like the look of a bare bottom with goldfish. And so these two fish have a lot of room in here. It's 55 gallons for them to swim in. And I set this tank up last June, and I got the fish pretty soon after I set it up. I actually cycled it in a different method, and it worked out just fine. But these two fish were very little when I got them. They were babies, and they've grown quite a lot. You can see they're nice and fat, and but not too obese. I generally feed them only twice a day, sometimes 3 times, but I don't like to overfeed them. I use a special pelleted food, sinking pellets, smaller size, and they usually get at each feeding, I'll give them maybe 14 pellets, so that's about 7 a piece, except when one of them hogs more than the other. And I usually feed them twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and I also supplement occasionally with, I'll boil up some fresh peas and skin them and give them each a half a skinned pea. They really, really like those. They're a special treat for them. But this, again, is my 55-gallon tank, and I have found to keep it looking really nice, especially if you're going to have a bare bottom tank, you really need to keep up with the maintenance of it to make it look nice and to keep it looking nice. So for me, what I have found is the easiest. I actually do a 60% water change every day. That's right, every day. I am blessed to have good well water that is agreeable to them, and I've never had any issues with doing water changes that frequently. I do 60% every day, and then the sun angle changed as winter has approached, and so now it's January and the sun is getting on the tank a lot more than it was before. So I've started to have a real algae problem, just the green algae that tends to settle and grow on the plants and the glass and the rocks in the bottom. So basically what I do is I will clean the glass a couple times a week. I have the magnetic type of algae scraper that you can have part of it inside and part of it outside, which is really nice. And then I once a week will take the tank and just as you can see, I have 4 plants, 2 on this side. I actually have a couple more white rocks, but I was cleaning them off, so they aren't in the tank right now. And then I have these rocks here and 2 more plants. So when I'm doing my algae maintenance that I need to do once a week now, it looks really good right now because I just did it only yesterday. So it's nice and clean. But once a week, I will scrape the algae off of all the sides, all the glass sides and the bottom, and I normally will remove the rocks and 2 of the plants, either these 2 or these 2. I will alternate. I don't like to disrupt too much the biome that's, what's going on in there as far as the all the different good bacteria that are in there. I don't want to remove too much of that. So anyway, I will clean off the intake tube, and I did have an aerator on here, but the aerator actually started to wear out and was breaking apart into little white pieces. So for now, I took the aerator off, and quite frankly, in fact, you can see there are still little air bubbles on the glass. Doing water changes every single day like this, I almost don't even know if I need the aerator on it anymore. But this is what it is taking me to keep it looking like this with the sun on it. I have thrown a blanket over it, but I feel like it's healthy for the fish to have a little bit of sunlight on them. I'll turn the light on maybe 4 hours in the evening, and that's it. And then I don't keep the light on all the time. It's maybe 4 hours in the evening, and whatever natural daylight comes in through the windows. So at this time of year, with the leaves off the trees, that has caused me to have to do frequent water changes and cleaning the algae. But they're doing really well. I'm not sure. I think these are 2 females, and they love these water changes all the time. It just keeps them very healthy and lively, and they're doing well. So I hadn't done an update in quite a while. I thought I would just do a quick update right now. And they keep, as I move my cell phone towards the fish tank, they are just swimming up to the top thinking they're going to get fed, but they are getting a good size. That's probably more accurate as to how big they are right now. But again, that's Marmalade, and Toast is the little white and orange one who has a little bit of yellow under his or her chin. I think it's two females, as I think I had mentioned. But this is where we're at. Again, the tank was set up last June. This is January, and we got the fish shortly after we set up the tank. I cycled in a different way, but this is how my I think it's two little girls are doing, and they're doing great. So anyway, that's how they are at this point, and I'll probably make an update again in maybe a couple more months. I did say one time I was going to show how I do my water changes. It's so easy with my Python hose. I hardly even think about it now. It's just part of my routine in the morning. I get up and I just do a water change. It's no big deal. So anyway, have a great day or night, and I'll see you back probably in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.